Jeremy Swayman.
Yeah!
How you doing, Swayman?
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Hey, fantastic. Not as great as I assume your life is going. Big game tonight, but on Saturday, you get a big 7-game series dub in which you played a majority of the series with a lot of conversation around who should stay, who should go. How do you feel, and what were you just in a zone for the entire series? Why do you think you were seeing the puck so well?
I think it was just enjoying every second of it, and that allows me to really embrace the moment and give my all. We all grow up as kids wanting to be in Game 7 overtime, and to do it in a Boston Bruins uniform at home and winning it, that was a dream come true. So I'm just really grateful for the opportunity and what an experience it was.
Go ahead, AJ.
Playing goalie, is it almost like golf? Sometimes we hear professional golfers say, I didn't have my best stuff today, but I still found a way. Like, say you in the playoffs, do you ever know early on, hey, I am seeing the puck well tonight? Or does it go either way? Do you know early on sometimes how you feel?
I think it's a big confidence thing, and it goes through every position. With goalie in particular, you got to be in the moment. You got to focus on one shot at a time, because if I'm not feeling good in a warm-up, if I'm not feeling good even during a game, it's my job to get myself back into the moment and focus on the next shot, because I'm worried about other stuff going on. That next shot could go in. And so for me personally, the biggest thing I do is just try to find my little resets. Even if I'm playing really well, if I'm seeing the puck well, I want to make sure I'm resetting between whistles and do whatever I need to do to stop the next shot, because, again, you can't dwell on the past or the future, because it's not going to help you make save in the moment.
Yeah, and it kind of sucks. I mean, you just had a massive series. Feels like you guys won the entire thing, and now Game 1's tonight. So, hey, yeah, what have you done for us lately? We move on. You get about 12 hours to celebrate. Hey, big games, yeah. Big win, knocked out Toronto, yeah. Right. And now we got another one. But I guess that's just the nature of the beast. I read you're from Alaska. Okay, shout out America. Let's go ahead and shout out America. Let's go ahead and do that. Have you always played goalie throughout life? Because I know obviously Sidney Crosby back in Pittsburgh, Sydney's center, but he'd play deck hockey, he played goalie, and he saw everything. Did you play any other positions, or were you always goaltender?
I was fortunate to be able to skate out on ponds every winter. So I was playing offense a lot, and I love scoring goals just as much as I make love and saves. So, I think when I finally chose to become a goalie, my dad wasn't too fired up about it, and I wasn't really taking no for an answer. I always seemed to find myself getting back in the net, even when I was a little guy in player gear, and once I put the pads on, I never looked back.
It only takes like 45 minutes to put the pads on.
That's all.
That's why we play like street hockey or whatever, never playing goal. Why? Because it takes forever to put all the pads on. But boy, if you don't put it on right, we're talking.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I know you got a bunch of shit on, right? But there's holes in there, right? There's holes in there.
Oh. Yeah, rib shots. The hand gets beat up a lot. Up on the collarbone, I got like I don't know, it feels like I broke the thing twice. It's the nature of the beast. And whenever you get a ringer off the head, you just got to realize you signed up for the position, so you got to love it.
You're giving a lot of self-talk. You wanted this. Hit the middle, you turn around.
Your fault.
Yeah, turn around, lift the helmet up, do the little water spray. Like, hey, this is what you signed up for. Let's go ahead and let's get the eyes back in this entire thing. Yeah, because you have to no-sell that, right? Because you can't act like you're in pain either. That's a big part of it.
Right.
That sucks.
Whatever.
I am so happy I'm not a goalie. But Swayman, happy you're doing it, pal. Happy you're doing it.
Thanks, fellas.
Connor, who's obviously flying high, has a question for you.
Yeah, Sway, first of all, thank you so much. I mean, the joy that you brought to Boston and New England and Bruins fans all over the country on Saturday night was unmatched in these last 2 years. But, obviously last year there was a massive, massive season and set records and everything. And then, the Panthers series happens. Game 7, same thing, overtime on the wrong end of it, though. Does it almost feel like, even though there has been so many big wins for the Bruins these last couple of years, that it's almost a monkey off the back to finally get a series under the belt, and now it's like, okay, here we go. We're past the first round. Now we are in this thing. And also, how does the body feel? 7-game series, how the boys feeling? Are we flying high? Is it nice to be in some Florida-Tampa weather? What are we thinking down there?
I think Pat said it best, is you can only feel good about it for 5 minutes and you got to move on. It is the nature of the beast. And exactly the next day after Game 7, we were on a plane and got to Florida right away. And I think what I'm so impressed about this team, especially, is with our past experience with multiple Game 7s in the first round and not coming out on top. Just the positivity that we have in our leadership, the culture that we have in our locker room, allowed us to keep that positive mindset throughout this series. And it was a really special feeling coming out on top finally. And I think, Connor, you said it great, where we can use that momentum going into this next round. And there's almost a positive where we didn't really have that rest to reset. We're still in that mindset of, hey, this is our speed, this is the way we play, and this is the way we're going to attack this next round. And, we want to stay in the moment. And I think a lot of the guys are feeling really good, and we're really fortunate not to have too many injuries right now. But, none of us are going to admit it, at least. So we're going to do whatever we need to do to get this series started off right tonight.
Just say you got 2 collarbones. Last question here for you, Jeremy. Obviously, as the next round against the Florida Panthers drops the puck tonight. Florida Panthers fan and also G1 pit crew member for Lando Norris.
Loser.
Have some respect. Have some respect.
Loser.
I want to ask you, Jeremy, as a former defenseman myself, as a defensive guy, you always took extra pride in like being better than the other defense that was on the field that you were playing that week. Is that the same thing with goalies? Obviously, with Bob being in net for us, do you guys take any extra pride in being the best goalie on the ice for that game or that series?
I think the best way to approach it is, I want to compete against myself. It's my job to raise the standard of my play, and when you look out on the other end of whoever you're playing against, they're a very worthy opponent. This league is incredibly talented, and every night you're playing against a top tier goalie, and they're going to do whatever they can to stop the puck, and that's my job too. So I think the mindset going into it is, it feels good to play against these incredible goalies such as Bobrovsky, and it's just an honor, and my job is to stop more pucks than them, and that's something that I love doing, and I'm excited to.
Hey, congrats on a great first series. You played fantastic. You're making a lot of fans of the Boston Bruins. Even though the city of Boston is tough for some people to rally behind,
it's stupid.
What you guys are doing is awesome to watch. Ladies and gentlemen, goalie for the Boston Bruins, Jeremy Swayman. Thank you, pal.